So to begin our program, we've invited three biggest writers to deliver short readings, prompted with encounters with awe. We'll have Tonya Todd, an author and actress, and the education chair for the Henderson Writers Group.
As I was telling Sonia, I hope that mine is not a nonfiction piece. When I was asked to write this, I was going to look through what I've already written, and I was hit with something, and I don't really feel that I composed this myself. I feel like I just took the journey with the piece. Ascension. Pulled dew collects along the cave's corridor. An algae bouquet coats the passageway. Each hollow splash of my step echoes off gray stone walls, ripples beyond the dim narrow hall, and ricochets back to me, its source. In the distance, the cave floor undulates with motion, an erratic rising and falling in shallow waves like a man's final breaths. Critters skitter by on both sides. Toward me, then fast past. She's awake, hungry, waiting. No living thing would dare stay close. I'd follow their lead if not for the pointed spear tips guarding the empty mouth of this cave. My constant forward trek keeps the pious mob at bay. One moment of rest, of reflection, of regret, and the mud-lined marble floor opens beneath me. No soul ever returned to warn what happens next. Fear increases my pace. The torch in my left hand flickers and I adjust my step. Once lost, the flame won't reignite. And though the burning wood weighs heavy in my grasp, the dread of darkness, true darkness, spurs me to persist. My only hope is to seek the judge. My only chance is to please her. Despite the red fire dance at the end of my torch, the air chills, dead cold in the absence of life. My witching hour nears. I am close. The torch flames whip as I slow. Each heated lash flashes a warning. The too bright light threatens to blind more than the darkness. At last, I reach the ingress to the cave's core. My trail ends. The ground beneath my feet rumbles, rolling like an unborn infant shifting within abdomen's skin. An invisible blast surrounds me, circular in its unseen form. My torch flame palpitates to a steady throb. Every crack and pop stops. Soundless in the silent ring, double stone doors part before me. The floor stills. 3 red jewels glow within the sanctum. Summoned by the trigonal light, I creep toward the scarlet beacon. The ground holds my weight, then crumbles beneath each step. Bone-jagged rocks gouge my soft soles. Cold ash supplants my torch. Charred dust slips through my fingers. The dim room darkens. Red remains. Black vapors wisp through the crimson light, flowing, spreading, binding to the 3 stones. I sense the door shut behind me, feel the screams of those who failed before me, the unworthy. The red trifecta blinks, sound returns. The room throbs with a pulse. Liquid trickles unseen. A soft lullaby coaxes me to the light where the darkness materializes. Over, around, under 3 savage eyes. Her eyes assessing me. Her eyes passing judgment. Her eyes locked on mine. In unison, they burnish in alternating shades, ruby, onyx, molten gold. Then one by one, they fluctuate, cycling their hues. The song fades, my eyes tear, hers fix on gold. Too scared to flee, too petrified to kneel, too frightened to break my gaze, I absorb her terrific beauty. Raven strands, wide and wild, unfurl an impossible wind. Curves form within a sable gown. She levitates, fluid arms extended. My body lifts, mirroring her elevated pose. Power stirs within my core. A force compiles in my chest. My lips part. Like my eyes, I cannot shut them, cannot slow my soul's flow, cannot stop myself from pouring into her. Fecund soil perfumes the air. Heat returns, vision clears. My eyes sting when I look on her. Pressure crushes if I look away. Her image holds me captive. I am hers. Helpless, breathless, I accept her favorable verdict. Fear fades to fulfillment. Strength spreads, power flows. The empty shell that housed me falls to its skeletal grave. All that was me is within her. She is me. I am she.